Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, universe. My name is Barrister Pink Republic, aka the Princess of Umogu. As you can see, the artist is still running late. I don't like it when I give you an appointment, you are not paying attention to time. I will start my show and I'll finish and I will not invite you again. That is how I roll. So I don't understand people. I don't know, you think that it's 2 p.m. Away from that, I want to say a birthday shout out to Mrs. Chinenye Mwango. They call her Chinenye Denevi. I want to say a happy birthday to you. I wish you long life and prosperity, a strong woman. Most people don't know that you're a widow, but God has been seeing you through all your life, and I wish you all the best in your life. And every other person celebrating their birthday today, I want to say happy birthday to you. Then I want to move over to the real housewife of Lagos. Wow. I think it's episode 8. Explosive. It was indeed explosive. As there was a big fight between Caroline Danjuma and Laura Ikeji. In fact, the words they were trading to themselves, you know that. Laura told Caroline Danjuma that you marry big mama, you don't have a designer bag. And I wonder, what's a designer bag? It's because we call it a designer bag. That's why it's designer. She has been carrying purses and bags. Sometimes it's the things you admire. I hope you understand. It's the things you admire. It's not about the designer. If you admire designer, all well and good. If you admire other things, people should not hit on you for that. And Caroline replied and said, your husband is worth just 4 million. So the battle did not end there, actually. When this episode aired, on Twitter, it became a war between Toyin Lawani and Caroline Danjuma. You know, this thing about my friend, this person is my friend, that person is my friend. What people don't understand is that you have to be very careful what you communicate with your friend. Because at the time when you really need them the most, they will use it against you. All what Toyin Lawani is saying is what she and Caroline must have gisted or what you must have witnessed. It shows you're not a friend. I always tell people you're not a good friend. During the time of quarreling, as in when people are quarreling, that's when you will know if that person is a good friend to you or not. Because the person wants to use whatever secrets you all must have shared to insult you. Know that the person, when you were communicating or when the person was witnessing that secret, has always wanted to insult you. So let me tell you, no matter how you are, I'm not someone that is big on friendship. So my circle is very, very small. Anybody that knows me, I keep my circle very, very small. And if I notice that you are that friend that keep trying to leech and just trying to cause trouble, I push you away. I don't use it for anything. And that is what I've been seeing. When these friends have been giving them signs without number, that come, I'm a bad person, but they are not listening. Look at how they just naked themselves on Twitter. From back to, we should just go back to their various pages. Go to Twitter, look for Caroline Hutchins. Go to Twitter, look for Toyin Lawani. You see how they insulted themselves to the last. And you ask yourself, well, these people were once friends. They were once friends. But what is happening now? All their secrets, the one they kept to themselves. Who slept with who? We now know that somebody is a lesbian. Hey, Jesus Christ. Oh, God help us. So, like I said, there's a movie they call Aru on Netflix. That movie is a must watch. The effects in that movie does not have part 2. That movie had the kind of, as if one of the highest effects. And the storyline, it takes you back to this between the British and the Indian. The setup was in 1920. That film, RRR, is being seen on, you can watch it on Netflix. That film is a must watch. I am telling you. If you watch it, you will not. You will tell me that I am telling you, I watched this in my mouth was open. Though they spoke English in some parts, and the other parts they interpreted. You know, sometimes when they want to speak their English language. But that film is a must watch. I like the storyline. I like the way that somebody cannot just come from their country and just pick up a child from a family and just pay them as if because they don't understand your language. You give them money thinking that it was the service they render for you, don't know that you're taking their child. This still boils down to the fact that those people that will go out to adopt children from deep side of Africa, what is the arrangement like? So it will not be as if this, they are buying up people's children. Then our hot topic for today about a lady that went to do bumper enlargement in a clinic in Port Harcourt, and at the end, what happened? But before I go there, I want to share this news that Johnny Depp, the guy that acted the Pirates of the Caribbean, he has won the defamation case he filed against his ex-wife, Amber Heard, as she ordered to pay him over $8 million. Let me read the story so you understand. Johnny Depp has won his defamation case against Amber Heard, and the jury awarded him $15 million, $10 million in compensatory damages, and $5 million in punitive damages. The panel of 7 in factors decided to award the Pirates of the Caribbean star a total of $15 million in damages after deliberating for about 13 hours. The judge, however, reduced the $5 million punitive damages he could receive to $350,000 because Virginia law caps punitive damage in this case at $350K, $50,000. Amber now owes Johnny Depp $8,350,000. Depp was not in court for the ruling as he was in the UK on tour with guitar legend Jeff Beck. However, Amber Heard was in court. Heard was awarded $2 million in compensatory damage out of the $100 million she was seeking in counter suit against her ex-husband Johnny Depp. She was awarded $0 in punitive damages. Heard alleged that is the story. This is the background of the story. Heard, that is 36-year-old Heard, alleged that Johnny Depp physically and sexually abused her. But Johnny Depp repeatedly denied the claims. Over the course of 6 weeks trial, Johnny Depp's lawyer went to the length to prove that Depp, not her, was the victim of domestic abuse in their relationship. Yes, some men are facing domestic abuse. It's not all the time that it's women that are facing domestic abuse. Sometimes it might be the men. You understand? So he's saying that at this point, it's the woman that is abusing him. Amber Heard said in a statement after the verdict, "The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I am heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband." Heard called the verdict a setback for other women, saying it sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. She continued, "I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder that I seem to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly." The actress won her second of 3 counts in her $100 million counterclaim against her ex-husband, with the jury finding that Johnny Depp's attorney, Adam Wagner, did defame her when he told the Daily Mail she set up Depp in the house when the police came to the apartment in May 2016. So let me go back to the So there's one interesting story I saw here. Like in short, some people say are very terrible. Some people in this world are very, very terrible. I will analyze the bomb story, but I just want to go through some stories here. So, a wife and her two children allegedly paid hired assassin 120,000 to kill their 60-year-old father so as to have access to his money. If you carry all this money, will you go to heaven with it? Some people say, now wow. People that have dragged land, they've died and they've gone. What are you saying? What are you dragging? I always tell people, what are you dragging? You build all the houses in this world. There's only one house you live in. One room you sleep in. One plate you eat with. One spoon you one cup you drink water with. Four. The police in Adamawa State has arrested a housewife, Hafsat Saidu, and her two children, Faizat Saidu and Faisal Saidu, for allegedly conniving to pay a hired assassin 120,000 naira to kill their 60-year-old father and husband, Saidu Maman. The spokesperson of the State Police Command, DCPA Suleiman Nguroje, who confirmed the incident, said the incident happened at their residence in Sangeri Futi in Gire local government area of the state on April 22, 2020. According to the police spokesman, the mother of the deceased, who has been married to her husband for over 30 years, had over the years instigated the children against their father, saying he never provides for them and that he hates them. The children in turn begrudged their father for allegedly failing to provide for them and paying their school fees. You see how some women twist the mind of their children and beget hate against their father. Nguroje mentioned that the suspects had in the past planned to kill the deceased but failed as one of them leaked the information to their father, who, after confronting his wife and she denied it, took the matter to court. He, however, withdrew the case and asked that he settles the matter within his family. On April 22nd, Asfat and the children succeeded in killing the deceased when they contracted one Matthew Peter, aka Boga, who they allegedly paid 120,000 naira to assassinate their father. The deceased was found unconscious in the pool of his own blood by 6 a.m. and was rushed to the specialist hospital, Yola, where he was confirmed dead by the medical doctor. Nguroje said that the police was alerted and the suspects were immediately arrested. He said they all confessed to the crime, while the suspected assassin is currently on the run. The police spokesperson said the suspects will be arraigned in court as soon as investigation into the matter is concluded. So 5 dead, another story, 5 dead and multiple people injured in Oklahoma hospital shooting in the United States. A gunman armed with a rifle and a handgun killed 4 people inside a medical building in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Wednesday, June 10th, before he fatally shot himself in the latest mass shooting in the United States. Police confirmed a possible bomb threat in the city was connected to the mass shooting at St. Francis Health System, Natalie Building in Tulsa, which claimed the lives of 5 people along with the shooter on Wednesday afternoon. I quote, we are the scene at 3325 Park Place North in reference to a possible bomb inside, said Muskogee, Police Department spokesman of Lee Hamlin. At this time, we have evacuated the house and have notified everyone in the area to stay inside their homes. The man armed with a rifle and handgun killed 4 people inside St. Francis Hospital campus before turning the gun onto himself, said the police. The Tulsa Police Department also wrote on Facebook earlier this afternoon, we responded to a call about a man armed with a rifle at Napali, building at St. Francis Hospital. This turned into an active shooting situation. At this point, we can confirm the shooter is down at this time. Officers are currently going through every room in the building, checking for additional threats. We know there are multiple injuries and potential multiple casualties. The shooting wasn't random, said Tulsa Police Captain Richard Molenbo, according to the New York Times. This wasn't an individual who just decided he wanted to find a hospital full of random people. He deliberately made a choice to come here, and his actions were deliberate. The US has now reported 233 incidents of mass shooting for this year, according to Gun Violence Archive. So if they are thinking that it's only Nigeria that is facing all this Boko Haram thing, they face it too abroad. If we don't say it now, people will think that nothing is happening there. It's even hot there. Just imagine school children. Bringing guns. Imagine school children bringing guns to school, and you ask yourself, what's going on here? So now, there's another development here. A Nigerian man identified as Obinna Ibokwe is wanted after shooting his wife, killing her grandmother before fleeing with 3-month-old son in Texas. So let me give you the development of the story. So shocking. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office is searching for a Nigerian man identified as Obinna Ibokwe, who they believe shot and injured his wife before shooting her grandmother to death at a home in Spring, Texas. The shooting happened in the 30120 block of Abilene Westfield Road around 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, June 1st. That was yesterday. According to deputies, 41-year-old Ibokwe and his wife were having an argument over custody of the couple's 3-month-old son, Mansa, which led up to the shooting. Officers say his wife, Tangala Ibokwe, was shot in the head and last said to have been in critical condition. Her grandmother, Linda Larkins, was also shot in the head and pronounced dead at the scene. Ibokwe reportedly took their son and fled in a 2008 white Honda Accord with license plates KY0702. He was described as being 6 foot tall and weighing 190 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. On 1st of June 2022, at about 7:30 p.m., the Montgomery Sheriff's Office responded to a call reporting a shooting in their house in Texas. Montgomery said in a statement on Thursday, that is today. Upon arrivals, deputies discovered 2 victims who both appear to have been shot in the head. One victim, Tangala Ibokwe, and taken to a local emergency room where she is listed in critical condition. The second victim, Linda Larkins, succumbed to her injuries at the scene. Montgomery County Sheriff's Homicide Violent Crime Detective are investigating this shooting, and the investigation is very preliminary at this point. The suspect is believed to be 41-year-old Obinna Dwayne Ibokwe, a black male who fled the area in the 2008 white Honda Accord bearing Texas license and was last known to be in the area of Interstate 45 and Highway 105. The investigation at this point has determined that Ibokwe shot his wife and her mother after a dispute about child custody, and fled the scene with his 3-month-old son. Mansa Igokwe. An Amber Alert will be issued for the child. Law enforcement believes that the child is in imminent danger of serious blood or death. Let's look for another interesting story. Share. Let's look for another interesting story to share. So yesterday I blogged a story about a Chinese man who was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment for tearing our Nigerian currency. Though I'm going to give an update about it, but let me read it out, the full story, before you come to the blog to see the main one. The Lagos Zonal Command of the EFCC has secured the conviction and sentencing of Li Lei, a Chinese national, a 24 months imprisonment for mutilating the Nigerian currency. He was convicted by Justice I. Nicholas Owebo of the Federal High Court sitting in Ikoyi, Lagos, on Tuesday, May 31, 2022. The convict was arraigned on a 4-count charge bordering on tampering of the Nigerian note, an offence contrary to and punishable under Section 21(1) of the Central Bank of Nigeria Establishment Act. Are you people listening? You people that are just treating our currency up and down. Anyhow, learn to line it well in your wallet. One of the counts reads that you, Lile, on or about the 17th day of May 2022 at the Muritala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, tampered with 1,000 naira notes with serial number 947882 issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria, and thereby committed an offence contrary and punishable under Section 21(1) of the Central Bank of Nigeria Establishment Act, Cap C4, Volume 1, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2010. Another count reads that you, Lele, on or about the 17th day of May 2022 at the Muritala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, tamper with 1,000 naira note with serial number 114804 issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria, and thereby committed an offence contrary and punishable under Section 21(1) of the Central Bank of Nigeria Establishment Act, Cap C4, Volume 1, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2010. He pleaded guilty to the offence. In view of his guilty plea, the prosecution counsel Anyenfe Ogunshina moved to review the facts of the case. Ogunshina narrated that the convict was arrested on May 17, 2022, while trying to board a flight to Kenya. He also told the court that while the immigration officers were with the luggage, he angrily tore to pieces the naira notes to the tune of 3,000 naira. Hey! 3,200 naira. He further told the court that the defendant was thereafter arrested by officers of the Department of State Security, DSS, and handed over to the EFCC for investigation and prosecution. So let's go back to the main gist, the hot topic for today, which is, I know there was a case. There's something going on with Two-Face and his wife. They said the wife unfollowed him on Instagram. But some people have chance, so they are looking on who is following who and who is not following who on Instagram. Now, wow. So let me read this thing. A lady identified as Miss Portia, Shepardly Igbo. So just before you understand, she too has done the operation or the bomber operation, but she's raising this alarm on behalf of her friend. Yes, she's raising this alarm on behalf of her friend So I want you to pay attention. Miss Portia said on social media, I want to bring this to the public. A friend just died at this hospital in Lagos, Nigeria, few days ago, where she underwent surgery. Now, I'm not against anybody that want to enhance their body or anything as such. In your body, life and is your life choice. So do what you love. But I'm against doctors that claim they have experience abroad, come down to Nigeria to kill young people. After the surgery, she complained of bleeding, and the doctor claimed it's normal, it will stop. Now, this is the problem. How are you a highly skilled and professional plastic surgeon with experience abroad and someone you finish operating on complain about bleeding and you said it's normal and it will stop? Neglecting her, no care whatsoever. Are you sick? The most annoying part here is this girl died days ago. The annoying part is this girl died days ago without anybody knowing, and the hospital did not find it needful to contact any of her relatives. This is too bad. Until the few friends who knew she was going for surgery said she's supposed to have be back since days now. Now they decide to go to the hospital to check on her. Arriving, they were offered a letter that her body has been deposited at the mortuary. This is sickening. Now, I think the government needs to come into this health system and check the capability of most surgeons and make their own research if really they are well-trained surgeons to be able to operate on humans. If not, their license should be seized, arrest and jailed. RIP Christabel, the first thing on their page is actually her. They have blocked all the comments because her friends were commenting and seeking for justice. For days now, the hospital have not released any letters on their page about her because they don't want the public to know about it. I think the name of the company is Shinosha Aesthetic. That's the name of the company, the hospital. And in their Instagram page, they said Sinosta Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, a team of highly skilled and professional plastic surgeons with experience in Nigeria, UK, Europe, Hong Kong, and US. This is a very serious problem. Very. Because, I remember when I was growing up, people were like, hey, you have big bum bum. So now the bum bum is raining. All the people that complain that you have big bum bum is now looking for how to get big bum bum. Sometimes we have to learn to be satisfied. Because now you do all these alterations to your body. What are you going to gain from it? You attract men here. You make money here. If you get to get of heaven, God might not recognize it, but that's not how He created you. Yes. So we have to be very, very careful how we put all our things out there. What is surgery? Even me, I did surgery, which is medical surgery, because it was, as in, people don't know how big that fibroid is I was going through. That is what they call medical surgery. But all these enhancements, enhance your breast, enhance your bum bum. Yeah. I don't know what you're using it for. After a while, won't it sag? I'm asking a question. After a while, won't it sag? Because you want to beautify yourself by the detriment of your health. Health. Health is very important. If you are not healthy, I don't know how you're going to go about it. I remember when Stella Obasanjo, according to information back then, that she went to do plastic surgery, I think in Germany. How about she didn't go for that plastic surgery this thing? Let me see that. I'm a little bit under the weather. How about she didn't go for that plastic surgery this thing? Maybe by now, Stella Obasanjo will be alive. People don't learn, people don't listen. And the hospital that deposited her corpse in the mortuary, didn't she write her information like who to call, next of kin? Don't they have forms like that? You went ahead and deposited somebody's child's body in the mortuary, and when they came to look for their child, the first thing you drop for them is a letter. That is heartless. I want people to tell me, I don't know. Our phone lines are open. Call me. Tell me, what do you gain? What do you gain when you go in for all this plastic surgery? Most of the people that haven't done it on their face, they even look worse than the way they were before. I don't know what their mirror is telling them. I don't know. I always say it. I don't know what their mirror is saying to them. But what I am seeing from people that have done plastic surgeries on their face, their bum, I don't, it's not even looking real. So obviously the person you're trying to attract knows that it's not real. So tell me, what do you gain from it? Our phone lines are open. You can also drop your comments. I want to look for this two-faced story because even me too, I want to understand it. Why Annie unfollowed the Two-Face on social media. I'm wondering why. There's a lot of problems here and there. Yeah, there are a lot of problems here and there. Plastic surgery. What do you think about plastic surgery? Drop your comments. I will read it out. I want to get the story. What happened between Two-Face and his wife? Because every time they're always having one social media problem or the other. People have started saying that maybe it's a social media stunt. Always put them in the media. Drop your comments. You are watching. I want to understand the story between Two-Face and I want to understand the story. Why Annie Dibia unfollowed her husband. Even the husband even made a video and said, people should leave his wife alone. Then let me also read this lady that committed suicide. An accountant. Loneliness. A lot of people are lonely. You know, people use words to finish people now. People that like parading themselves as God in the industry. In this world, there are some people that believe that time they are getting married is when you are supposed to be getting married. That is when your age mates are getting married. Sometimes people put it in your head so much that you don't even know yourself. Marriage is not a game, it's not a child's play. They say an accountant at a telecommunication company in Lagos committed suicide after a long battle with depression. An accountant, identified as Folake Abiola, has committed suicide at her residence at Osopa, London, in Lekki area of Lagos. Punch reports that the 45-year-old allegedly killed herself by drinking an insecticide at her house last Friday, May 27th. She was said to have died shortly after, as her family members, friends, and men of the Nigerian police force met her lying motionless. Confirming the incident, her colleagues, who spoke on condition of anonymity, said Abiola has been suffering from depression for years, adding that the news of her death was shocking. The colleagues said, contrary to claims online that Abiola committed suicide due to loneliness, lack of a husband, among others, the colleague said her associates knew that she had been in romantic relationships, adding that she ended them due to depression. She had been suffering from depression for years, and her death has nothing to do with loneliness or lack of husband or sex. Within the last 7 years, I know she was in a relationship twice. She ended those relationships on her own because of depression. She said she did not want to bring someone else into her life when she could not take care of herself. She was going through extreme depression, but people that did not know what she was going through have been posting rubbish online. She was a senior accountant at a telecoms firm, and we are colleagues. She took her life herself and was buried that same Friday, as she was the only Christian in her family, the colleague said. The colleague described Abiola as an angel, a conscientious accountant, and a lover of Christ, who was liberal in giving, adding she took her life. She said the disease only recently celebrated her 45th birthday and was always keeping to herself. Confirming the incident, the spokesperson of the police command, SP Benjamin Hudein, said the police visited Abiola's house and met her lifeless body on the floor. Oh, this is so serious. They are so rest in peace. Depression is real. Our own comedian Helen Paul has announced she's now a professor in a US university. Wow, congratulations to her. Nigerian comedian Helen Paul, who relocated to the United States in 2021 after bagging a doctorate degree, has announced that she is now a professor. Helen Paul also disclosed that she is now the HOD Department of Arts, Music and Entertainment, Harts International University, USA. Her husband Femi also graduated as a Doctor of Law. She wrote, "Congratulations to us, my love. Such a great honor for both of us. You graduated as a Doctor of Law and I was promoted too. Professor Helen Paul, now the new HOD Department of Arts, Music and Entertainment, Harts International University, USA. Thank you all. The sleepless nights, thank you for sacrificing for us. My life is full of testimony. Welcome, Professor Helen Paul." Of course, her life is full of testimony. You know, when she disclosed that she was a child born out of rape, I don't think she knows her father. A lot of people have gone through this. You know, when you say you're depressed, she turned her negative story into a testimony. Because she said that people thought that she's not going to become anything because she's a child born out of rape. But you see how God has been pushing her. With God, all things are possible. Yeah. She decided to take the bull by the horn, change her destiny. So do not let people to be pronouncing negative things on you. Don't allow people to be pronouncing negative things on you. Another very touching story. They say bride-to-be dies 2 months after her introduction ceremony. Wow. A bride-to-be identified as Mary Hanania has died in Plateau State few months after her wedding introduction ceremony. It was gathered that Mary passed away on Saturday, May 28, 2022. The deceased was engaged to a man, DJ John, on Valentine's Day 2022, and they had their introduction ceremony in March. May her soul rest in peace. What is going on? A lot of danger stories here and here. Yeah? So many danger stories. So there's my last and final story for today. Before we go back to our plastic surgery hot topic. Police arrest 18-year-old girl for allegedly stabbing ex-boyfriend to death in Nasarawa. If you don't want to do again, my dear, go home. Killing somebody's son or daughter will not help you. You will ruin your life. You think it's easy to go to prison? I always tell people, when people say, let's go to court, let's go to court. When the matter starts, even you said you'll be begging for the matter to end. If that relationship is not okay for you again, my friend, carry your bag and go. Yes. It's better to be alive than to be sorry. So let me read the development of this story. The Nasarawa State Police Command has arrested one Deborah Jerry, 18-year-old Deborah Jerry, who allegedly killed her ex-husband, Suleiman Lawal. Spokesperson of the command, ASP Rahman Hassan, who confirmed the arrest in a statement on Sunday, said Lawal was stabbed last Monday, May 23rd, in Agwan Jaba, Masaka, Karo local government of the state. Lawal was then taken to Federal Medical Center, Kafi, where he was confirmed dead by doctors. According to the PPRO, the suspect and deceased had a misunderstanding that led to a physical fight. While the fight was still ongoing, the suspect ran and brought out a kitchen knife and stabbed the deceased in the chest. The police promptly rushed to the scene, but they couldn't save him, he said. Meanwhile, sources who spoke to a newspaper said the couple dated for 3 years before their sudden breakup. A source said they had an argument last Sunday at Alabama Hotel in Masaka when the deceased found out that Miss Jerry was dating his friend. A friend of Mr. Lawal, who doesn't want to be named, said Miss Jerry started dating the deceased friend a week ago, which made him jealous. Suleiman is my friend, and I know they are no longer dating, but why would Deborah now be dating a friend of her ex? That is why Suleiman got angry and started insulting Deborah, he said. Another resident, identified as Blessing Usman, said the deceased was calling the suspect's name, which got her angry to the point of attacking the deceased. I remember Miss Jerry saying that prison that you always tell me I will go to, you will be the one that will go there before me. That was the last thing she said before entering a shop to pick up a knife and stab Mr. Lawal on the chest, she said. Right now, I don't really know what to say, but my family is taking action because she can't just go unpunished. The deceased brother said, adding, we are going to court on Monday on this matter. My last and final story before I forget is actress Gwyneth Gilbert. That somebody went to screenshot her face. That was so wicked. On a woman that have done cesarean operation before, showing off her breast and her private parts. Why will somebody do something to her like that? That is not fair. You want to damage somebody's reputation because you have no reputation. Yes, I will say it. If you have reputation, you will not be thinking of damaging another person's reputation. Huh? Why will you do that? She came out and was swearing for the person that did that. Eh? It's too bad. Eh? You can go to my blog and check out the story. You see the pictures. That is too bad. So she had to always her tummy to show you that she's not the one. She did not do a cesarean operation. Let me tell you what she wrote. She said, I have never smelt envy and hatred in this way all my life. Oh Father Lord, whosoever that has vowed to tarnish my image and my career, Father Lord, let them run mad in the street from generation to generation. And you think that kind of swear will not happen? A lady that has worked so hard for her face in Nollywood, you want to come and destroy it with a video to tarnish her image by showing off a fake lady with her face on it, her breasts and her private parts. Let there be no peace upon their souls. May their names be cancelled in the book of life and registered in the book of death. Father Lord, I take my revenge upon you. Fight this battle for me. My hands are clean. Come to my rescue, O Lord. I have fought silent battles, but it's time for you to show the world that I serve you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. I will say amen for her. Because it's so bad and so shameful that somebody will do that to her. Screen graft her face on top of somebody that is exposing her private parts and her boom. That is not okay. That is not okay. Let's not support batting. That is not okay. Let me check if there's any comments. People are still typing. People are still typing. Okay. Well, we've waited for the artist. If you don't come out from your house on time, I can't help you. But you know, this is a music show. I'm also a musician. So you don't expect me to bring you here and don't play something nice for you to listen. I have my own songs that I've put out there. It's a music show. How can I call you and you're saying that you thought the show is for two? Did you read the poster, girl? See, I always tell people, you know serious people. You pray for you to blow, but when they are bringing you to where you're supposed to blow, you do not come. There is a big problem. Let me play a song for you because this is a mission, but I want to round up the show. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I'm a little bit under the weather. So that was why I sat down for a while because it was taking a toll on me. But it seemed it would be a distant love. It would be for a long time. It would be a distant love. I was crazy when you told me. When you told me you moved back to London. I was crying that you were leaving me. 'Cause I know it will be for a long time. I have to let you go, 'cause you have made up your mind that you will go. But it seems it will be a distant love. It will be for a long time. It will be a distant love.
I know I will never see you again. But I've given up hope I will see you again. I just realized you were gone. But I have given my hope that I will see you again. Suddenly you just showed up. By the scene, it will be a distant love. It will be for a long time. It will be a distant love. It will be a distant love. It will be for a long time. It will be a distant love. By the scene, it will be a distant love. It will be for a long time. It will be a distant love. It will be a distant love. It will be for a long time. It will be a distant love.
Thank you. This from my album, my second album, Distant Love. It's everywhere on YouTube. You can go and watch it. Watch the video. Will have a screen grab of everything. I'm always posting it on my social media. So this is my latest single, Distant Love. Anybody that is experiencing distant love, don't worry, it will not be for a long time, okay? So at this point, like I said, I'm under the weather. I have to wrap up the show. So good day and see you next week Thursday with another wonderful musician. Bye for now.